the Big Rob 729 will be ending my reaction series.
I'm actually not ever going to be making any more YouTube videos about anything ever again.
I'm sorry, guys. I tried. I tried to be a happier, positive person, but I guess I just can't hold it in anymore. I I I got this. I put all my video stuff in my basement to thinking this is all some new space, and there is a majority of my fans who have said they sort of like this new location, but I'm sorry. I mean, how does everybody expect me to be such a happy and better person when Kenwood Brony is officially quit again? And if that's not enough, the BIG is also sort of quitting. The BIGROB is also sort of quitting as well. I'm sorry, I'm in so much disbelief I can't even talk clearly anymore. Is my realization beginning to come true? Is this year going to be full of brony reactors, or just old bronies I always knew, or all of us knew, quitting? Or just leaving? Come on, the My Little Pony 2017 movie is until, obviously, November 2017. So why is our fandom falling apart now? Has my theory come true? Are we all falling apart just because we're not a popular target for hating on anymore, for cyberbullying? How am I going to do it, guys? Again, how do you expect me to be a happier and positive person when all of this is happening around me? Point of a Ranger sincerely told me on Skype, or during a private message, I think it was, some kind of chat we were in a couple of weeks ago. It's not very easy to get in touch with him, but he told me that he is never leaving the fandom and he is never quitting YouTube because he is dedicated to it. He enjoys what he does, and I'm happy that he enjoys what he does. And I wish I could entirely say I enjoy what I do. And Ponyville Ranger, well, I should call him Ponyville Bravo because that's his new name, and I don't have a problem with that. But like he said, it's okay if we still call him Ponyville Ranger because that's all we know him. So I'm gonna keep calling him Ponyville Ranger. So yeah, I I'm so fucked up right now. But but yeah, I'm okay with his new username, Ranger Bravo. And he told me he is not quitting YouTube or the fandom because he sincerely and really honestly wants to see what lies at the end of the rainbow. He wants to see what's coming up on the horizon, which is right now the ending of season 6 and maybe even season 7, or just the My Little Pony 2017 movie, which I heard is going to be like nothing we've ever seen before. I hear Daniel Ingram, the writer of the show, is working with a whole orchestra and really working hard. Good for him. He's really writing. He's really been writing a lot of good shows for My Little Pony, and I've heard of his work. And I've heard some of his work from Littlest Pet Shop as well. The guy's got talent, unlike me. You know, I checked out my channel today, and I checked out how my latest video, which was my reaction to the 5th episode, Gauntlet of Fire, and I didn't expect it to get a lot of views, but the video is close to 1,000 views. So then I looked at it, and it doesn't have a lot of likes. And I'm not saying I'm desperate for likes or anything. It's, you know, a short while after I uploaded the video, Berlin Brony Andy, which is another good reactor I know, said that, am I unique? And he says, well, I stand out for bad episode quality. And it's not like I'm angry at you, Berlin Brony Andy, or like I hate you for it or anything. You were just being honest. And I appreciate honesty. I can't stand people who just say they like people's videos when really they don't, or they just like them because of who they are. I want fans to come to my channel and give me honest opinions all the time. Show a little maturity. I know that's not going to be everybody. Like, the world isn't perfect. But just back in the year 2015, things were going really bad for me, and I had hope that this year was going to be better. Ever since New Year's Day, I had confidence that 2016 was going to be a major turnaround. Like a car, like doing a burnout drift. Now I am literally so messed up I'm making some classic jokes that nobody's even gonna laugh at anymore. And I know I'm not really funny. I'm never quitting YouTube. I just have to go through all the bad weather that comes with it. And the loss of seeing other bronies quit or just leave the fandom because they've just lost interest, or maybe, I don't know, maybe something bad happened to them. You know, when I saw Kenwood Brony's video, when he said he isn't really going to upload any more videos, I tried to leave another comment, to give another supportive comment, and the post button was faded, and I couldn't comment on those videos. I couldn't send him discussion because the discussion selection was gone. I couldn't send him a private message. So I can still message him on Skype, but the part that pissed me off the most is he disabled people's abilities to comment on his channel or even talk to him. When I heard that song, Crossroads, from the video where he like apologized and he said, I realized, well, I was inspired by what my best friend Mr. Chaos said, we can like multiple things. Everybody has that right. And I have never stopped talking for that long in any video before. To Kenwood Brony, when I listened to that song Crossroads, even though it wasn't a My Little Pony song, it was actually a very nice song to listen to. And that actually made me very emotional, seeing that's the song that inspired you to come back to the fandom and realize what I said was a fact. Everybody can like multiple things. And it made sense how the song was called Crossroads, because we have multiple interests, we're at multiple roads, we're going through crossroads. And I thought we were there. I guess our crossroads had an end over the course of a couple of weeks. I'm not saying I don't want to be friends with you. I'm cutting back to the main subject here. To all the people who say I stand out for bad episode quality and I should download my videos and put them on the side like every other same reactor and not stand out. What do you guys want from me? Do you want reviews that sound as solid and clean as Dr. Wolf's? Do you want me to make insane editing that takes like days to do? Do you want me to be better? You want me to have better expressions? Want me to undergo plastic surgery so I can look like an entirely different person that people will actually look up to? I know I'm completely violating the lessons from the main attractions, being true to yourself. Just, how am I going to do this, guys? I tried. I thought this year was going to be better than last year. That this year was going to be great. But I guess this is just going to be full of the year of of just other brony reactors losing confidence in themselves, either deleting their channels or just leaving the fandom or just YouTube. Why are we letting everything we had fall apart? Why are we letting our family fall apart? Why do people like me have to end up like this? They have to end up thinking that they're the only ones in the entire world who still give a shit. Because right now I feel like it's pretty much just me and Ponyville Ranger. Because I've said a million times, I'm never leaving this fandom. I'm never betraying, abandoning the family I committed to ever since my life completely went to shit in 2010. And then I started my channel in 2013, at first shrugging the whole brony thing off like it wasn't going to last. Little did I know that this was the best fandom in the world, and it inspired me to not commit suicide in 2013 when I first came across the show. When I then realized there was nothing I could do in the situation I was in. I know all of you are confused and wondering, what is this situation I'm talking about? I don't want to talk about it, okay? It's just, life stuff. BRGROB said in his video that he was dealing with a lot of drama and pressure in his life. I completely understand that. We all get busy sometimes. But he said it was beginning to cause him to lose motivation and confidence in making his videos. And I left a comment saying, school is doing the same thing to me. So I've always hated it since grade 6, ever since I went there. Literally the very first minute, the very first half hour. I never had any passion, hope, or happiness for it at all. Some of you may say, well, hey, Mr. Chaos, one good thing about school is you get to make friends. Friends are not part of education. Friends are just distractions there. Friends are just people we can hang out with to avoid the catastrophes of all this homework and all this schoolwork. And like, why do you think so many teens at high school these days get so many girlfriends there? And probably end up going to like drinking parties and end up wrecking their cars in an alcohol-related accident, or I don't know, maybe making love to their girlfriends underage and maybe contracting AIDS or something. To all those people who are sort of against some kind of program against drunk driving or maybe AIDS, don't worry about Mr. Chaos, guys. He is not like those kind of teenagers you know. He is what he thought was a unique person who only cared about the brony fandom, only cared about doing YouTube. It was the last thing he resorted to. And when it ends, you will never see him again. How do I do it, guys? How do I be a happier person when nobody else cares? As always, bro hoops my family, which is the fandom. Goodbye.